What's up everyone, OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Today we've got some awesome information for you guys, but before we get into that, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're someone new, and click that notification bell to get my videos first. And we are starting off first with some brand new gameplay footage for Fire Emblem Engage on the Nintendo Switch. Now, on the official Fire Emblem Twitter account, the Japanese account, I should say, they've been dropping more new gameplay clips and information for various characters in Fire Emblem Engage, and they show off this character. Her name is Fram or Framme. I don't exactly know how to say it, but either way, Framme, and she is a monk class and a physical attacker with very good physical arts and different types of abilities in that. And I just have to say, with this new gameplay clip, the animations and what they're doing graphically with it just looks incredible. I love the vibrancy, I love the colors, I love just the depth of what they're showing, and I think you can see the Atelier type of influence. You can see the Gust, who makes the Atelier franchise, Koei Tecmo. You can see that in there. Now, we don't have an official confirmation on whether Gust and Koei Tecmo have been helping just yet. I'm pretty sure we'll get that later, but that's what the rumors have been saying. And based off of these graphics here, it definitely seems like that was the case. And it feels like Nintendo and Koei Tecmo, or just Nintendo Intelligent Systems, everyone involved in Fire Emblem Engage really made a great effort to make sure that they optimize the game for the Nintendo Switch system itself, because the backgrounds, the cleanness, the characters, the animations all look great. I also want to add, it seems like they've added a new mechanic into this game that maybe we haven't seen regularly in Fire Emblem games, or maybe they've been playing a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 or just Xenoblade Chronicles games, because in this animation, she also breaks the character, and it seems like the character, or the enemy more like it, drops his weapon. So that might be a new mechanic or a different type of mechanic that you can do, to where you can break enemies and they'll drop their weapon for maybe a turn or two, so therefore you can inflict more damage, or they can't use their weapon, or you can just break their weapon outright. So very good stuff all around when it comes to Fire Emblem Engage, and I'm really looking forward to playing this game. I think that it's going to be phenomenal. Now, in a video I did earlier that I had to delete, I actually discussed some of the sales potential that this game could have, to where it could be a lot bigger than Fire Emblem Three Houses because of various different factors, like the fact that it's launching on an install base of 110 million plus, like the fact that it actually has a more vibrant and colorful art style, which could bring in Fire Emblem Heroes fans, or can just bring in more fans just in general, especially when you're talking about the Japanese market. So there's a lot of good things that's going in for this Fire Emblem game, and I think that Fire Emblem Engage is going to be absolutely incredible, especially kind of tugging on those nostalgia heartstrings too, because when we start seeing Roy and Ike and Lynn and some of the older characters, it's only going to get better and better from here. All we've seen so far for the classic characters is Marth. I think we've also seen Celica and Sigurd. We need to see more. So I think once all the other characters start coming in, that's going to get more people on board with this game. It's officially launching January 20th, so it's not going to be too much longer before we get this game, and I think it's going to be phenomenal. But what do you guys think about this new Fire Emblem Engage footage and some of the stuff that we talked about? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the next topic here, guys. E3 is back. E3 2023. We've got brand new details and information, and hopefully saving the summer shows, because no shots at Keighley, but the Summer Games Fest is not where it's at, man. I'm not really enjoying the Summer Games Fest too much. I don't think I've enjoyed a single one since he started doing them a couple years ago or so. So E3 is back, and we've got the details here. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So E3 2023 will run from June 13th to the 16th at the Los Angeles Convention Center, and feature separate industry and consumer days and spaces. Good idea. The Entertainment Software Association announced partnered digital events and showcases will kick off on June 11th. E3 Business Days will take place from June 13th to the 15th and is reserved exclusively for registered industry personnel. media will be able to go hands-on with upcoming games showcased by developers and publishers from around the world amidst dedicated industry-only halls and spaces. E3 Gamer Days will take place from June 15th to the 16th in a separate hall from the industry area, inviting consumers to go hands-on with upcoming games and more. E3 will also host a dedicated theater of content open to ticket holders featuring deep dive looks at highly anticipated titles. E3 2023 will be operated by ReedPop, the group behind events such as PAX, EGX, New York Comic Con, Star Wars Celebration, and more. Quote, E3 is one of the global gaming industry's few opportunities to come together, unite as one loud voice, and show the world what it is creating, said ReedPop VP of Gaming Kyle Marcinkish in a press release. Our vision is to reunite the industry by re-establishing the traditional E3 week, bring back that spark, and restore E3's role as a truly magical global showcase event for game creators and consumers. And finally, someone with some business sense is brought in to control this, because that was my biggest complaint that I had the last couple times that I went to E3, is that I'm media. I was there back when I was doing my website, and I'm there trying to cover the games, and there are a million fans in line that are just playing just to play, which is great. I'm so happy that fans can kind of come in. I'm a fan too, right? But it really got to be a problem with media trying to cover stuff when there's really long lines and when you have deadlines and everything, and it becomes an incredibly stressful event for many people, especially independent site owners, in order to get everything done if you don't have the behind the scenes, behind closed doors demos, if you're not one of the biggest content creators or biggest websites out there. So by separating it, having it to where there's one for business, one for media, and then one for consumer days, I think that you're gonna get a better flow for both sides. It's not just the business side, it's also the fans as well that are going there for leisure and for fun. They're also having to wait too behind all of this, and they're saying, hey, we paid for this. So I get it from both sides, I understand it, and this seems like this is the logical step to take. So it sucks that it took this long to figure that out, right? Because E3's been in all different types of ways, but from what they've talked about here, this seems like an incredible step up. ReedPop, who's done a great job with PAX and EGX and New York Comic Con, I've only heard good things about these events. Probably not perfect every single year, but I've only heard great and incredible things. So they brought them in to get this done. I think that this is going to work. And more importantly, I think that by 2023, obviously we have less and less deaths with the pandemic, with COVID and everything. So I think that's going to be a better situation as well too. So this is awesome. This is awesome all around. I'm so happy that E3 is back, it seems, in a very good way. And I might consider even going to this E3 if it's going to be ran like this, which it definitely seems to be. So maybe I'll even check it out myself. So what do you guys think about E3 2023 making its grand return next year in Los Angeles? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the next topic. This is a personal showdown between MVG and also Nate the Hate from Direct Feed Games, or Nate the Hate, man. Silent Hill, the short message, has been rated in Korea. Oh, goodness gracious. Is Silent Hill actually real? So the Game Rating and Admission Committee of Korea has rated the unannounced Silent Hill the short message. Now, platforms were not specified. The publisher is listed as Uana, and I probably said that wrong, which regularly publishes Konami games in Korea. Konami's free-to-play soccer game, eFootball 2023, published by Uana, was also included in today's batch of Korean game ratings. The new Silent Hill rating is possibly related to the string of leaks that have occurred over the past few months. And whether this game was real or not has been like legend online between MVG and also Direct Feed Games, Nate. And it's interesting to see like this rating, because this rating isn't fake. This rating isn't some type of rumor or 4chan leak or anything like that. It's an actual rating that was actually paid for with actual real people behind it, and you can't get past that. Now, it could turn out to be nothing, but it's probably not, because every time that we get these Korean board rating leaks or Australian classification rating leaks, I can't think of a single time that I've covered any of these that it didn't materialize into a game at some point, whether that was a year later or 5 months later or 4 months later or whatever the case is. They always materialize into something at some point. So I would guess that this is going to be the new Silent Hill game. We'll see what it actually ends up being. I'm not a huge Silent Hill fan myself. I always found it to be a really ghetto budget version of Resident Evil. But at the same time, me saying that, I understand why people like Silent Hill. I can see that it's a quality game for other people. And I'm looking forward to seeing exactly how Silent Hill turns out here, if this does turn out to be real with everything, because I think that there is a passionate and dedicated fan base to Silent Hill, and that's awesome. I'm so happy that people will be able to finally get something if this does turn out to be the goods here with Silent Hill. So we'll have to wait and see. But what are your thoughts on this new rating for Silent Hill, the short message in Korea? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the final topic here, guys. We've got the NieR Automata version 1.1a TV anime is all set and ready to go. We got the first details, but unfortunately, I can't show you guys footage of the anime itself, or at least some of the teasers, but we can look at some of this art and go over the details with it. So NieR Automata version 1.1a, the TV anime adaptation of NieR Automata video game, will begin airing in January 2023, Aniplex has announced. Now right here, you guys can see the anime staff, the director, series organization, character design and supervising animation director, music, animation studio, voice cast for Tubi, 9S, Pod 042, and Pod 153. We've got some brand new key art visuals as well, showing off Tubi and 9S. The anime is looking really cool. Now, check out the link in the description. You will have the latest set of trailers and an archive of the NieR Automata version 1.1a segment at the Aniplex Online Fest 2022. There's also an official website that you can check out, the Twitter account as well, at NieR_A_anime, and the Instagram as well at NieR Anime. So I'm very much looking forward to this anime. I think that it's going to be really good, and I will be covering it on the channel when it comes to reactions, or when it comes to a review of the first couple episodes, or if it's worthwhile or not. That's something that I've always wanted to do a bit more on the channel, which is cover my other love, which is anime. And I love anime so much, it's just kind of hard to cover at times when it comes to the copyrights and things like that. So sometimes I've shied away from doing that, but I will definitely cover new animes, especially ones based off of the video game adaptations. We've been getting some really good stuff here. We've got the Cyberpunk Edge Runners that people are raving over. Now we also have NieR Automata that's coming in January. So this is an exciting time for a lot of fans to kind of go out there and enjoy the video games that these are based off of, and also watch, or it might even be able to get you back into the game, or get you into the game for the first time, like we've been hearing with the Edge Runners anime on Netflix with Cyberpunk, with so many people rushing back over to the game. And now that it's actually fixed and not bad, and no, it wasn't always a good game, it was pretty bad at launch, but they fixed it up to actually run properly and not crash 24/7 and so many different things that was happening. So I think that this NieR Automata anime, if it's really good, especially with the game for the Nintendo Switch launching on October 6th, this could blow the franchise up even more. Like, this could be a huge thing for the NieR franchise, and I think it's a great timing too, with the game coming October 6th for the Switch. Obviously it's already been available, which I've played it on the PlayStation 4, but I think that the more people that are able to get their hands on this IP when it comes to playing it, they're going to see how great it is, and this anime is only going to aid to how awesome the NieR franchise is, and the story and the lore and everything that they have here. And I also think that this could catapult the franchise as well into getting the next game, if they're not already working on that, which I would guess that they would be, because in this video they said that the NieR Automata game has sold over 6.5 million units worldwide. So I'm guessing that a sequel is in development, or there's something in the works for NieR Automata, but we're gonna have to wait and see on that. But what are your thoughts on all the different topics that we discussed here today, guys? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're someone new, click that notification bell, and we will see you for the next video. Peace.